the first time since 2004, Vauxhall Motors graced the Northern Premier League, this time in Northern Premier League Division 1 West, as they kick off their league campaign here at the VanEupen Arena as they welcome Witton Albion to their home ground. Now this is the start of the official league campaign, although Vauxhall did get their season underway last season in disappointing result in the Emirates FA Cup extra preliminary round away at West Didsbury and Chorlton. As you can see, along with me for the ride is my commentary partner, my broadcast partner, former goalkeeper of Vauxhall Motors, current committee member Steve Hilton.
I was in that squad 19 years ago. Might have even started.
So a bit of history for
long time ago.
A bit of history for Steve and for Vauxhall here today. Let's just cast our minds back a week when the season officially started. Not the way anyone, especially Mick McGraa, would have wanted to start this season.
No, we were. Mick said not at the races. He apologised. It was Paul showing. Credit to West Didsbury, Chorlton. They were up for it. They've had a couple of competitive games already in the North East counties, so they do up to an half yard sharper, didn't they? And got the game won. Send it off to now. You know, late penalty. We got what we deserved. Out the cup. We don't do cups, do we? Apart from the Cheshire Senior Cup seasons, we don't do cups. Look, it would have been nice to go on a bit of a run. We got Prescott in the next round here, but it's not to be. But you know, this is the bread and butter. Mick wants to do well this year in the league, so what we got with today.
I was waiting for you to use that phrase because you said it to me many times. The bread and butter.
The
league campaign is the bread and butter. Yeah. But that's not the way. Or does it affect the way the team prepare for this game?
I wouldn't say it affects the way they prepare. I think you just need to get it out of the system and have a good showing here today. Start off the league. You know, I always say you don't want that L in your league table until as late as you can. So we'll just get off a good start today, build confidence going into midweek. But yeah, just look, last Saturday's gone, just get out of your system, put a performance in today. I wouldn't be surprised if he's made a few changes, to be honest with you. We'll see the lineup, but yeah, just
we'll wait for team news as we approach kick-off here. It wasn't until the last days of October last season the Vauxhall suffered their first defeat.
Charnock away?
Yes, Charnock reached away, but it's going to be a different challenge this season.
I read somewhere or someone said Witton one of the favourites.
By all accounts, they're hoping for playoff place and promotion.
So yeah, you know what? I've always said I don't think there's much of a. I've referenced it before. It's similar to like the conference in League 2. You know, you get teams that go in the conference, they always do well in League 2. And I feel like this is the same counties to go with them. Teams that go up. Vauxhall Motors a couple of seasons ago, I think they finished top 6 after getting promoted. So we've done it back in the day. We went into this league and we got promotion straight away, so it can be done. He's had some few faces. Hopefully, with their experience in playing high level football, they'll hit the ground running. I think we'll be in the mix, top 6 or 7.
Well, Witton Albion come here after their first season in the Division 1 West after being relegated from the Premier Division. Many of their fans are hoping for a playoff place and a push for promotion. Just finally, Vauxhall's season looking ahead, first game of the season. Although you've said we should be looking towards the upper half of that table, towards the promotion spot, do we have to be a little bit patient and a little bit realistic about Vauxhall's chances this season?
No, I think you've got the quality there. The points out last season, we've had the quality to the squad. Like I say, it's definitely a league that you can do well in and get a promotion. So yeah, I mean there's no anomalies like there has been the last couple of seasons, like with a Berry or a Macclesfield who are probably out of position in the league. So you know, there'll be equal budget to be some paying more than others, but we've got enough quality out there to do the job. And that's what Mick's always said. He doesn't want to be mid-table or just settle for whatever. He wasn't pushing to win it. So I'm sure he'll still lacks the players and he'll have a good play this season.
Vauxhall kicked off their season last season in the North West Counties with a 2-0 win here at home against Kendal Town. Different challenge this time. Just before we bring you the match coverage, which as always is sponsored by Baltic Apprenticeships, a little fun fact that I discovered in the matchday programme, which you should definitely keep a lookout for this season. In the 1980s, none other than John Bishop played for Witton Albion. It's quite the stat, that, isn't it?
It is quite the stats. Funny guy, been to see him live, really good. Yeah, I didn't even know. I think I've seen him play a few charity games or whatever, but yeah. Usually stuff like that.
Well, if John Bishop does find himself watching this, you're more than welcome down to the VanEupen Arena to watch some quality non-league football. New season, new league, new hopes. The same old Vauxhall Motors team here at the VanEupen Arena with a few additions, but that same optimism and excitement remains. The start of a new league campaign, this time in the Northern Premier League Division 1 West. They're pitching in Northern Premier League Division 1 West to give it its full name. Vauxhall Motors welcome Witton Albion to the VanEupen Arena in their resplendent orange and black kit. And just before we kick off this brand new 2023-24 season, I'd like to bring in my esteemed co-commentator, Steve Hilton. Steve, this is the most exciting part of the season, the start of a new football campaign.
Yeah, first day back, first week. It's always good to get back into it properly. Bit strange with having the FA Cup last week before the league game, but less said about that the better. And yeah, the sun's come out as well. I was only saying on the way down here, wasn't I? We haven't had a good day for a while, but sun's come out, temperature's gone up, pitch looks excellent.
And it looks like just before we kick off, we're going to observe a moment's silence. Impeccably observed by the crowd in attendance. It's a good contingent down from Witton Albion. And now, as it looks like Hayden Cooper will get us underway, we'll run through the teams. For the Motors, this first game of the season, in goal, Sam Booth. Ben Dufton-Kelly comes in to replace the suspended Ethan Goulbourne, who was sent off away at West Disbury and Chorlton last week. Sean Smith continues at left back, and it'll be the centre half pairing of Adam Hughes and Bobby Beaumont. In midfield, the captain for the day, Cooper, will be alongside Sam Hughes. Up front, as always, Lewis Buckley, and he's flanked by Michael Berkey, Jordan Deere, who comes into the starting lineup, and Connor Harwood. And for Witton Albion, in goal, Oliver Martin, 2 Michael Corral, 3 Lee Jackson, 4 Ben Harrison, 5 Oliver Hitchcocks, 6 Oliver Roberts, 7 Elliot Rocker, 8 Ryan Baxter, 9, a familiar name from his days at Congleton Town, Tom Pope, 10 Cameron Fogarty,
and 11 and captain Kingsley Williams. And the substitutes today for the Motors: George Nugent, Stephen Rigby, Joseph Brandon, Bobby McDonnell and Ben Holmes. For the visitors: Aaron Singh Grewal, Joe Mawasiel, Daniel Yates. Good of Harry Kane to fly over from Munich for this game today, number 16, and Connor Hughes rounds out the substitutes. And just looking at that lineup, Witton Albion have a Pope in their side. They must like their religious names, because they did have a bishop in their team in the 1980s.
Oh yeah, John Bishop.
John Bishop, famous comedian. What we're going to expect next? A cleric or I don't know. I'm not really up on my.
Dave Clergyman.
It's Berkey with the first attack for Vauxhall. Comes inside to Dia.
Right start by Vauxhall's.
Smith, the edge of the box, turns, gets support from Dia, puts the cross in. It's away for a corner. Kelly with the cross in for Buckley, but headed away in commanding fashion. It'll come back into Harwood, header a goal!
Yes!
Keeper got a hand on it, and it's trickled into the bottom corner. It was good persistence from Vauxhall to stay in the attack. Defender cleared the header away. Buckley was left in a heap on the floor, but the cross came back in. Harwood powered another header towards goal.
7 or 8. 8.
And the keeper couldn't get a strong enough hand on it. Great start to this new campaign for Vauxhall. Connor Harwood's header puts Vauxhall Motors 1-0 up against Witton Albion. He's been threatening that so far in his first 10 or so minutes, Steve, and he's got his rewards.
Yeah, the whole start off brightly. Very bright. You haven't really ventured into our half at all so far, the first 10 minutes. And we put a couple of speculative balls across, and keeper's got a touch on, hasn't he? He's just waiting to see where the goal rolls, this side or the far side of the post.
I think the only person who knew it was in was Connor Harwood himself. Everyone was waiting for the net to ripple. Dufton Kelly forced to give the corner away. It's a good battle between the number 2 and the number 7 for Witton, Rocker. It'll be Oliver Roberts to take Witton's first corner of the game. Straight in, the header at the back post, it's cleared off the line.
Oh, he hasn't given.
It hasn't been given. The away team looked adamant that the ball across the line. Smith looking to play Deere in. It's a great incisive ball, but Deere had just strayed offside. Harwood eventually puts it into the net, but the assistant was very early with his flag.
Chelsea have kept a goal.
Oh, it's a strong shout for a penalty. Challenge from Beaumont, and the referee points to the spot accordingly.
Come across one of his blind sides, and for the second week running, he could be conceding a goal right on half time.
There's a low cross in from the left, and the Albion player just got in front of Beaumont. It was Baxter, and he drew the foul from Beaumont. Beaumont clattered into Baxter and concedes the penalty. Looks like the captain Williams will step up to take it. Can he draw his side level, or can Booth pull off heroics and keep that Vauxhall lead intact? Williams, he steps up and sends Booth the wrong way. We are level here at the VanEupen Arena, 1 apiece. It was a nailed on penalty, Steve.
Yeah, 100%. It's got blindside. Probably you'll see them every week in football, them type of penalties. Stonewalling.
And as you pointed out, not a great time to concede a goal.
No. It's been coming though, hasn't it?
They have been on top in the last 10 or 15.
Yeah, it's been coming. I'd say we've done okay this half with the early goal, but yeah, it would have been good to take a 1-0 lead into half time, but
Buckley plays Berkey in, first time shot.
Yeah, 2-1.
Keeper gets a hand on it, but it's a great effort from Berkey, just nestles it into that corner. Lightning start to the second half for the Motors. Nice little finish that, Steve, from Berkey.
Good run as well, timed it to perfection. Opened his body out, right foot. Found his corner.
And it's the first link up of the season between Lewis Buckley and Michael Berkey, hopefully. Many more of those to come. Perfect start to the second half for the home side. Mick McGraa couldn't have asked for any better. What do you think he would have said at half time?
Keep the ball better. Get down, play more. Just keep it going really. I think we've done okay first half. Let them into it. Late penalty. The first 15-20 minutes there at the second half of the first half. First goal line, first half, a great start to the second half of Vauxhall's. Berkey's up and running for the season.
Berkey almost unanimously swept the board at the end of season awards, although Witton Albion looking to strike back. Good intervention from Jordan Deere, stopped that cross. But Michael Berkey looking to start where he finished last season. We've garnered all those awards. Chance for Deere to stride forward, plays Buckley through. He goes down in the box. It looks like he was tripped. Yeah, tangle of legs. Ref maybe gives the defender the benefit of the doubt there.
He's got the wrong side of the defender, good run. And,
I think that's the key point. He got the wrong side of the defender. The defender was
definitely
struggling.
Together, where did it do a nip on the ankles or something on the heel?
I don't know. I think the away side have gotten away at one there.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Nugent in an advanced position in the box, plays it off to Holmes, gets a shot away. Cannoned off the post. Causes sweetly the substitute Holmes. Keeper was beating all ends up.
Yeah, great strike.
Good hold up play from Nugent, just to wait for that support. Hughes trods on the ball. There's a chance for. There's a huge penalty shout. The referee points to the spot. Sam Booth came racing out. And he's brought the Albion player down, and now they have a chance to equalise just as 5 minutes of injury time was called.
Did they need to go for that? Do you need to go for it?
Possibly not.
That's what I thought.
It'll be Williams to step up again. Hoping to score his second penalty of the game to equalise for Witton Albion. He steps up. Right down the middle. Albion strike back. And they draw level for the second time this game. Sickening time to concede for Vauxhall. What do we make of the penalty, Steve?
I know we're down the far end, but he looked like he'd knocked it. He's going to go out of play.
Well, what flicks it on Holmes though? Oh, the keeper comes out towards his chance. Oh, that could have been it. That was the last effort of the game. Honours even here at the VanEupen Arena. Vauxhall in command, the 2-1 in the second half, and the late penalty conceded by Sam Booth gave the captain Williams the chance to equalise. Steve, who will be happier with the point?
Witton, definitely 100%. Last couple of minutes, get a penalty. Like I said, I need to see it on the VO, but it looked like he'd knocked it out of play. But yeah, looking like they're looking for the loss opening game of the season. They get a penalty, 2-1. We hit the post. Keeper's made a couple of routine saves second half, but Honours even. Probably on the fraction. Not right. And we go on to Tuesday night away at Nantwich at Leigh.
Fair to say though, based on last week's game and this, an encouraging performance from Vauxhall.
Yeah, it was a lot better. Yeah, like I said, they were top 6 last year. They won't be far off Witton. Kept the ball well, got Pope up front, so he was always going to be a danger. They were dangerous on set plays. They save off Sambu off a header second half, but 1 up, 91st minute. You've got to try and see it out, but take a point to move on.
So it's a point to kick off the pitching in Northern Premier League Division 1 West campaign. And as Steve mentioned, Vauxhall now move on to Tuesday night, facing an away game against Nantwich Town. If you are planning to attend that game, we hope you can get down there. The game don't go to Nantwich. The game will actually be played at the F-Ball Community Stadium, the home of Leek Town. We hope to see as many of you there as possible. But it finishes here at the VanEupen Arena. Vauxhall Motors 2, Witton Albion 2. Mick, 2-2 draw in the end. What's your overriding emotions?
Disappointed. Yeah, disappointed. I thought we were really good. Started the game really well, 1-0 up over 7-8 minutes. And that's when we should have really kicked on, and we had them, we had like foot on the throat type thing, and just sort of let them back in the game, give away a sloppy penalty. We still had good chances, when second half we were miles better than them, but we were sharper, we kept the ball better, which we asked them to. We asked them to run around a bit more, which they did. Yeah, we scored a good goal with safe from the kick-off, didn't we, virtually, 2-1 up, and then what we done with the post, we should have a blatant pen on Lewis. It's a blatant penalty, and then we don't see the game out, and we give a stupid penalty away, 93rd minute was it? Had to gust in there because we were miles better than them today. But in a new league, and this is what happens, you get punished if you make mistakes, and that's what happened.
Because of that, in some ways, does it feel like more like a loss? Because how disappointed you are?
Yeah, I'm disappointed. The lads are probably worse than me at the moment, and we need to look at the game back. But they done everything we asked at half time and give us a response, and we should have won the game, shouldn't we?
Was it just undone by 2 moments of madness?
I don't
Two
know.
penalty
I don't know what Boovy's done. We have to watch it back. Doesn't need to do it, does he? But we'll learn from it, won't we? It's a point that we'll all be happy with at the start of the season. First game, we didn't get beat, did we? New league. Oh yeah, we were disappointed.
Just from your words, it sounds like you got the reaction you wanted from last week's game.
Yeah, night and day, that, isn't it? Jesus, we were terrible last week, but that's the level they've set again. They've set another standard, haven't they? And we've seen what the league's about today. I mean, they're meant to going to be up there, so we've competed with them. We've been better for large parts of the game. Any criticism, we just weren't ruthless enough.
I know you were far away from it, but they were claiming that they had a clear goal disallowed with the ball over the line.
You can see it, but we should have a penalty. 66 minutes, is it? It's a blatant penalty. If it's not a pen, it's a red card, and outside the area, he's through on goal. But they're the fine margins. I mean, referees do a tough job, haven't they? So.
So a point to start the season off, encouraging signs going forward.
Yeah, very positive. If we play like that Tuesday night, we'll be in the game and we'll be competitive. So yeah.
Alright, we wish you well for Tuesday.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.